Greetings from Woodland, California. I am Sharon McComas Burr of the Dixon United Methodist Church. Today I'd like to share some thoughts on purpose. A few years ago, I was participating in a weekend retreat for youth as an adult leader. As one of the gifts for the weekend, we were given some Universal Designs message cards. You may have seen them, little business card-sized messages with scripture and encouraging messages. The one I received had the message, God has the perfect plan for my life, and referenced Psalm 138:8. I'd like to read Psalm 138 in its entirety from the New International Version. I will praise you, O Lord, with all my heart. Before the gods I will sing your praise. I will bow down toward your holy temple and will praise your name for your love and your faithfulness, for you have exalted above all things your name and your word. When I called you, you answered me. You made me bold and stout-hearted. May all the kings of the earth praise you, O Lord, when they hear the words of your mouth. May they sing of the ways of the Lord, for the glory of the Lord is great. Though the Lord is on high, he looks down upon the lowly, but the proud he knows from afar. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, you preserve my life. You stretch out your hand against the anger of my foes. With your right hand you save me. The Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Your love, O Lord, endures forever. Do not abandon the works of your hand. There is a lot of comfort and encouragement to be found in this psalm. I hope you will read and meditate on these words for yourself. For today, I'd like to focus on verse 8. The Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Your love, O Lord, endured forever. Do not abandon the works of your hands. For most of my life, I have been seeking my calling, my purpose. It has always seemed to be just around the corner. There were times when I thought I knew exactly what I was supposed to do. Then life moved in a different direction. I felt discouraged and directionless. When I was handed this little card that said, the Lord will fulfill his purpose for me, I was ecstatic. There is a purpose for my life. I waited for lightning to strike, for a big billboard with the words, Sharon, your purpose is whatever. I was disappointed yet again. After thinking and stewing on that verse of Scripture, I did have a revelation. It was not a big billboard moment, but rather a gradual realization. God has been fulfilling God's purpose for my life all along. Every day in my life has had and continues to have a purpose. There were days when my purpose was to be a mother and homemaker. There were times over the years when my purpose was to be a leader in various organizations. At other times, my purpose was to be a supporter, a worker bee. And I've come to realize that without supporters and workers, no purpose gets fulfilled. I have been a friend, a sister, a daughter, with a purpose to fill in all these roles. As a Stephen minister, my purpose was to listen to and walk beside my care receivers. Another purpose I have discovered is that of encouragement. My sister calls our grandmother her balcony person. Nana was there for every recital, every play, band, orchestra, or choir concert, every big and small moment in our lives, cheering us on from the sidelines. I found out later that not only did she encourage and support her grandchildren, she was a source of encouragement to many young people in our community. I aspire to be such a source of encouragement for my daughter, my grandchildren, my husband, and my friends. Maybe I can also be an encouragement to young people in my community as well. During the stay-at-home order, I, like a lot of people, have spent considerable time on social media, particularly Facebook. I feel as though my purpose has been to spread words of encouragement, humor, and kindness. I tend to share things that make me laugh out loud and posts that touch me. As anyone who has spent any time on Facebook knows, there's a lot of unkindness to be found there. It is as if not being face to face with each other gives permission to demean and ridicule those whose opinion and experiences are different from one's own. My mission, my purpose, if you will, is to combat the negativity with kindness and humor. Since retiring, I have rediscovered my passion for needlecrafts, particularly crochet. I find working on a crochet project to be a form of meditation. While working on a blanket for an expectant mother, I pray for that child and her parents. As I use up bits of leftover yarn for making scarves to give to the homeless, I pray for the recipients of those gifts. I have found purpose in crochet beyond an enjoyable pastime. I have learned to find divine purpose in the ordinary, everyday tasks of life. There is purpose in preparing a meal, washing a dish, doing a load of laundry. God is honored in a day's work done well, whether or not it's something we enjoy doing. Every day has meaning and purpose, even if I don't recognize it at first. Today, my purpose is to reassure us all that our lives do have meaning and that there's a part in God's plan for each of us.